Hi CHEM245 students again. Today we are going to perform experiment number 5, which is chromatography. To do this experiment, we need to weigh 10 grams of alumina, 1 milligram of methyl orange, 1 milligram of methylene blue. I put them inside this test tube in order to be able to dissolve them with ethanol. But first I'm going to pack the chromatography column. First I need to pack the column. I will be using the dry method to pack. I use a funnel. I introduce the alumina inside, taking care to I added 10 grams of alumina inside a funnel. Now I have to tap my column to pack it, and then I have to put little ethanol in the beaker to introduce my eluent, which is ethanol, in this way on the periphery of my. I have to pay attention to keep the tap opened. Now, as you see, the ethanol has reached the stationary phase, which is alumina, as I said. Again, I have to add ethanol. I have to fill the stationary phase with the mobile phase. When the eluent starts to elute from the column, I can add my mixture of compounds. Now in this time I will dissolve my compounds with almost 1 milliliter of ethanol. While waiting for the column to be ready. With a second dropper, the elution of the eluent has started, and here I have a very thin layer of the solvent. I can now introduce my mixture this way on the periphery of the walls of the chromatography column. Now, with the mobile phase, I have to let all my mixture go down to be eluted from the column. I don't have to leave it on the walls of my chromatography column. The elution of methylene blue has started, as you can see here. inside the tube I had a homogeneous mixture of methylene blue and methyl orange, but now it is clear on the stationary phase that only methylene blue is moving down. If you can look a little bit closer, I can see the methyl orange kept on the surface of the stationary phase. Now first I have to collect the methylene blue inside one beaker, and I wait later on to collect the methyl orange inside a second beaker, and so I can separate a mixture of compounds using the chromatography method. بدي كمان ابرم الكولن. يلا رح احكي شيء. اوكي بحكي. يلا. So now methylene blue has reached from one side almost the mid of the stationary phase, and if we look on the other side of our chromatography column, it is faster here. Of course, it is due to the packing of the column. Okay, here it is almost, it will start to elute very soon. I should not let the surface of the stationary phase get dry, so I have to keep adding my mobile phase. As it is eluting from down, so I have to add from up to always have some few millimeters of my solvent on the top of the stationary phase. Soon, all methylene blue will be eluted from the column, leaving methyl orange on the top of the stationary phase. I have to keep adding my mobile phase to elute all remaining amount. As I can see here on the column, methylene blue has reached this level. I have to keep adding ethanol till all methylene blue elute from my column. The methylene blue is about to exit completely from the chromatography column. It is almost right here. When it exits completely, I can start to add little bit water to initiate the elution of methyl orange. Now, as all methylene blue has eluted from column, I have to change the receiving flask and put another one for methyl orange and change the mobile phase. Now I'm adding distilled water to introduce it as a second eluent, as a second mobile phase to my column to see the elution of methyl orange. I have to keep opening the tab, and methyl orange will soon start to elute. As we changed the mobile phase, the methyl orange started to elute from the surface, moving toward the exit of the column. And thus we can see that by chromatography we can separate a mixture of too many compounds like this one. Now I have methylene blue here while keeping the methyl orange inside the column. And this is the end of our experiment.